If you can't get bigger sizes.
What's this class trial that Monokuma mentioned? Can Makoto sweep away? Is that just a...
It's just like, can Makoto sweep away the cloud of despair that Monokuma has placed upon everyone?
Okay, the file. Evidence of a struggle. Replica sword sheath. Switching rooms. Toolkit. Had been placed before he arrived.
Getting louder and louder. Okay. I like this music. This music is so fun.
No, a single hair was found. Okay, wrist. Dying message. Leon. Yeah, it didn't look like numbers to me. It looked like Noel, because I could see the streak. But okay.
I think that was like a translation thingy, like due to translation, because this is originally Japanese.
No, I mean I think the streak is supposed to indicate it's an N that's upside down, but it's just I immediately noticed it. So.
In other playthroughs, people were like Leoi, because like maybe their screen is blurry or something, because it's like almost barely noticeable.
Leoi. I mean like, Leo is still a name as well.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I don't need to look at my presents.
We still knew it was Leon's name though, because like Leo was supposed to be his name.
Set skills. Increases the time limit for each phase. Effective during the class trial, costs 3 SP. Okay. I don't have anything else. Let me see, there's one more thing I have, right? Melodious voice. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle.
I never really use those because I get confused about them. I don't know why.
Increases the time limit for each
I just
phase.
skip those all the time.
I'll try and use them, see how it works out. I got this one from my only friend. Yeah, increases the damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. All right.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay, everyone, close your eyes. Whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question?
Whoever did it, raise their hand.
What's going on with those pictures?
They're clearly showing who's dead.
It'd feel awful if they got left out just because they
He's probably like, why'd you put them up?
Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship.
Can it penetrate the red X on their faces though?
Okay, but what about that other NPC?
Oh yeah, I pointed that out.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay. That about
Yeah, I imagined it was
the
just gonna be some
hour.
technicality.
Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Okay, your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinders. Using the mouse to aim and then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Good luck and have fun. Evidence of a struggle. That's all I have.
So you have to fire at the first things that people say.
Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka.
Well, like if it's sometimes.
And the murder
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Yeah, that's not true. I mean, that's yeah, that was pretty easy. I only had one thing, and there was only one thing to contradict.
Yeah.
Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Sayaka and the killer. Yeah, okay.
Saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Yeah.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next?
What next?
is the subject of the murder weapon.
I wish I could mute his voice so I could do it.
Starting to sound like a real trial.
I need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Crap. I choked when I did that. His voice. Kitchen knife set. Wait, did he just ask what was used to kill her? Because if so, he's an idiot. Oh my. There was some kind of object in her stomach. Yes, there was.
So the killer used some random knife they had on.
Yes, it was a
Do
knife.
something like that. That son of a bitch.
Okay. I mean, wouldn't that be the object was thrust, it was almost certain.
I think Makoto's like, it wasn't a random knife they had on them.
Oh,
without a doubt. That is the murder
okay,
weapon.
I
The
see.
killer used some random knife.
I mean, it's not too wrong. I mean, it is a knife,
Can we
but
turn the voices up?
No.
Because the music's
I
pretty
do
loud.
think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh?
oh, I can hear it just fine.
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of the
Yeah, you could.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Oh my.
Right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. And what proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Yeah, she totally knows this, Leon.
Yeah.
He's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know dang well I'm not the killer. A bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yes. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim. Okay, that's good to know. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oi's account. Or Katara's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
That's wrong! How dare you. I like the animation. The shatter animation.
Yeah.
Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and
Shut up!
What if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
A witness. Key from tea from the kitchen last night. The knives were still there. Went back to the kitchen to wash my glass when the knives was gone. Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
Then
The knife
who
disappeared
was?
while Tina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I
Yeah,
could
but
have
like
taken the
she
knife.
couldn't have been there all night.
Then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together?
The idiot
and
swimmer
lying to
girl.
protect each other.
Idiot swimmer girl!
Yeah.
And more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rules?
Actually, was thinking.
Good grief, enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this
Well, at least he told us that.
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife.
Yeah, that less
So
complicated
I'm not
things.
the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the
Yes,
knife?
Katara, tell us
Tina's
who
the
went in there.
obvious candidate. After all,
Oh, well.
she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Well, I wasn't.
Sure. But
Can you or anyone else prove that?
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking
What?
my tea.
She didn't say this.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's... Right.
Okay.
But then,
Oh, he forgot who's.
couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just
Well.
spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Stayed over?
Something
Doesn't that violate one of the
really
school's
embarrassing is about to
regulations?
happen.
No, it
We're
doesn't.
not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned
Something
room.
embarrassing is about to happen.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. Lee and a girl spending the night together? It's
Oh, he doesn't know that Sakura's a girl.
I'm a girl.
you are.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
It's always right, Hina.
Yeah, that's true. One other person
Right,
did
Hina,
come to the
right,
dining hall
Makoto,
while we were
right,
there.
Hina.
Yes, it was
Why did
Leon.
you say so in the first place?
Yes.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh. Oh.
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
So she took the knife. Huh. So the person who took the knife was... him.
It was Hina.
I mean... Yeah.
I got it!
Okay.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
I guess
In
so.
this case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Well, great. It's back at me.
Do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
Would it was beyond the infinite on the wrong direction? That's the most terrifying challenge. Dang it. Gosh frickin', why can't they just accept... Well, I mean, I guess it is in my room, so stupid people would think that it's me. That means I am smart. If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Yes, she is smart.
As
Okay,
you see,
she's...
if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
The hair. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Yes. As things advance further in a class trial, Hangman, okay. Reveal an important phrase related. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around, and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, and then press the left mouse to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If you can figure out just what that thing is. Oh man, I'm in the universe. Hair. Okay, I was right.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever needed. That makes sense, does it not?
No, she was left there.
They would have had to do something about the body itself,
Yeah.
not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Then why wasn't there any hair on her?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
There, it's not me anymore, guys. You have no right to accuse me anymore. Wait, then that means...
It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
I guess I should turn the volume. Okay. Okay.
Makoto isn't the culprit?
Yes.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Yes, it said
Sayaka
Leon.
was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind.
Yeah. The killer struggled in getting into the bathroom. The evidence, the object the killer broke.
Doorknob.
The doorknob, yeah.
I got it!
So if I left click, I examine it, I guess, because it said to press the right click button.
You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
I give him that smirk. He's such an idiot. Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yes. Here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots there are, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use the truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you... Or use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll lower your trust with everyone and look like an idiot. Now this is important because if you reach 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Good luck and have fun. Bathroom door frame. Yeah, I remember what that is. The door doesn't fit. Can I not? Door frame. Difficult to open it due to not quite fitting in the door frame. Only 2 people who knew how to open it was me and Sayaka. Okay.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yep.
She then fled into the bathroom.
How do I focus again? Is it shift?
Then the killer ran after her.
It's space.
And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
There we go.
Yes.
No, it's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
That was a pretty lucky thing to have, though, actually.
That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because it was stuck, idiot.
Because it was stuck.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys'
He was an idiot.
The killer could easily make that mistake,
it's 'cause,
thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. So they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was...
Crime?
No, place in my room.
Yeah.
I got it!
Yes, I got it, the obvious thing.
That it was my room. What?
Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
He's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Yes.
That is a definite possibility.
Yes, it is a perfect possibility.
Someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
The killer would have to be someone who didn't...
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
What happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
Wow, he's actually being smart.
serious.
Okay.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
What happens if we get it right?
Oh, you. Why is everybody...
You gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine. Just ask your question.
My vortex mouth says.
Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, How did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yeah, that'd be nice to know.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
I know! Makoto must have let the killer in! That means he helped the killer! Frickin' piece of...
Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
He used a phasing spell!
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his...
As you know, my speech level is 100, and my intelligence and perception, and what was the other thing? I'm trying to think of the special speech, wait. Special perception. Charisma. Yeah, I was trying to think of charisma. I thought it started with S for some reason. My speech level is 100, and my charisma is 10. You cannot hope to argue against me.
Oh, why exactly can't that be it?
He's pointing in the middle when I'm right next to him.
I know.
Because she asked me to do something in particular. That's the answer right there. Sayaka would let someone in because... So if I left click, I read about it, right?
Wait. If you left click, yeah.
Okay.
Then you read about it. Don't select it.
Well, no way she let someone in because someone forced her their way into the room and she became frightened. Would that be the...
I don't know.
I'll go with that if I can't find anything else better. And to be honest, there doesn't really seem to be anything else. Let me see. Name plates on the door. Apparently swish. Yeah, it's not going to be the account.
Yeah, I think it's, What's in the Monokuma file?
It just talks about the death itself. Victim, time of death.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's found in Makoto's room.
Yeah.
What kind of attack?
I got it!
Okay.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
What? You must have speed level 101! Yeah, no matter who it is, don't open the door. Yes.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
What?
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me.
What's he so angry about?
The last sprite he had.
Something I want to talk to you about. Just two of us. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room.
Say it though.
Check the name
That was
plates.
from the notepad. But like...
Check the name plates. Oh.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
Unless they write
when I saw that, I was like, holy
lightly.
crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
And either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't. Because the note also
Yeah,
bears
it
a
clearly
perfectly
says Sayaka.
legible
That's what I was
signature.
thinking.
Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Oh my
Of
god.
course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Can
Sure,
you be
okay.
sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Pay attention, kindergartners.
Little crybabies. The little children.
Dorm nameplates. Yeah, they're, I guess maybe Sayaka's the one that switched the nameplate so that they wouldn't get, whoever she wanted to meet wouldn't get
Sayaka
confused.
and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Yep.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Okay, so I guess it's in my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that, well, it has to be because of what got switched. Well, yeah, the nameplates, okay.
Sayaka and Makoto saw that in the note.
the squeaky voices.
Then they would have gone exactly.
The room that Makoto was staying in.
Okay.
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Yes, anyone with eyes could have
That's
seen it.
right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on
Good thing someone
Sayaka's
else
room
does that.
actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Well, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
And Mondo's
one
still
who
going,
switched the
ah,
names
I
was-
hate this.
I know.
Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Only one person who could have switched the nameplates. Only one, yeah, I mean, I guess I did it.
Taka did shoot me with that forget beam.
So, yeah,
He didn't want the other
Me and
person to be
Sayaka were the
confused.
Yeah.
only ones who ever
Yeah.
knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
yes.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Yeah, check the nameplates so you don't
She
get the wrong.
specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
Yeah, we don't know who is
We
that
still
though.
don't know who it is,
Yeah.
you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka was with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh
Think so.
yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
There's no doubt.
I noticed noticed that like
her wrist was glittery. Yeah.
That's it. I noticed that like
Yeah.
whenever
All you
Taka
have to
says
do is
something
take a good
stupid,
look
that's
at her
like
broken
or
wrist,
like says
and
something
it should
dumb,
become
like, we
pretty
know who
clear.
it is, you know, and they don't actually know the exact person, something like that. Then Mondo would reply, like, don't be an idiot.
Always Mondo. He's keeping him in check. They're best friends. Okay.
Don't be an
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold
Yes.
coating from the replica sword.
The replica
You barely have
sword.
to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see.
And tell the truth, guys. Never cut that.
Right.
Let's
It's
spit on
about time
accident.
to
I
solve
know,
this
I
mystery.
saw that.
Oh, it's on the microphone. What happened in my room, and why I didn't see where it landed. I saw it come out, and what led to Sayaka's death. That's what we need to make clear. A bit more to learn. Yes. Okay, getting used to these. Starting the next day, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder, but just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots. If you come up with the wrong combination, take damage. And press Q to rotate the cylinder. Okay. Dang, I thought it would be like the mouse wheel. Press and release the Q. Okay. Or you can use the mouse wheel. Good. The logic difficulty is set to kind. Fewer bullets will be loaded. For our purposes, for our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck. Okay. Mean is the hardest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Kitchen knife set, replica sword.
When the fighting broke out,
Okay, kitchen knife set.
culprit grabbed the sword,
Probably replica sword.
and that's when the first blow was dealt.
Because
Replica
that's what we were
sword.
just talking about.
Sword-based sneak
Oh,
attack.
or replica sword.
Hold on, I'm trying. Replica sword
That's what broke
sheath.
Miss Maizono's wrist.
Kitchen knife set, replica sword sheath. Hold on, I just wanna make sure I understand. Wait, it was these two and what other thing?
Kitchen knife set.
Oh yeah. Currently one of the knives is missing, yeah, Sayaka had it.
I don't think that has anything
Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. Sheath is found some distance from the sword itself and shows evidence of being scratched with a sharp object. Took this from the museum. The sword is found. The sword handle was missing. Some of the gold coating. Oh, it was the handle was missing some of the gold coating, as was part of the blade. Okay, I need to see all this again because I was trying to look at what bullets I had.
But then the culprit put cloth in her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Wait, what? Were they talking about the sword or the knife?
I didn't see the whole conversation. Okay.
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
A sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
Oh yeah, could have been.
I mean, that was true.
And that's exactly what happened.
Crap. I have tons of time, so that's... First with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Oh yeah,
The
okay.
fighting broke out. The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Yes.
No, it's wrong.
Okay.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Why not?
Because
Why
the sword
not?
sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp. You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There is a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
If you wanted to use a sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? Or her palms?
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Oh my
Like
gosh.
I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume
I thought that was
that's
just a
because
pattern, a
whoever
dot
used
pattern.
the sword got some of it on their hands.
But I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it's actually shaped like a hand, because there's spots in between your fingers where you wouldn't have gotten gold. Okay.
There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she used it.
No, the water's off.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why did you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Why would she think that?
No, that's not it at all.
The water was off. She's afraid of water.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Oh my!
Are we no different? You smell like a big fat ugly donkey!
I want to take it as an insult or a compliment.
So obviously. So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, and that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
And the one without the sword.
I got it! Sayaka?
Yeah, she's the one that got it, after all.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Oh.
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
I thought that was me.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Jeez. So was she truly?
She was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Yay. So, if that's true, then that means I truly never made a friend yet. The person who I thought was the first friend that this guy ever made is actually wasn't a friend. So he still hasn't made a single friend in his life.
Because, hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? As far as clues go, there's something left. The numbers. I say that with quotations, numbers. Dying message. Wow, it's right there. Dying message. Yay.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
That was easy.
No, it's wrong.
Wow, that was really easy.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message. Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dining?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
Yeah.
Written in her own blood.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
No question. Her left index finger.
I got it!
I'm
Her
pretty sure it was
left
her
index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro, you're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and
No, that's not.
Numbers.
Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Idiots.
Oh!
It looks like.
What?
No, it's just...
Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. The human got not numbers.
These first two,
I'm down,
look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Yes.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there. So I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shtick.
Really getting excited now.
Gray
Even
cells.
if that really is an N, N037
about, like,
doesn't make
gray
any
matter.
more sense than before.
Gray matter in your brain.
I don't know. Dang it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Creative. That's what gray matter is.
Man, I wish I could solve it. Come on, she had to finally give it to us. Rotate. Maybe I see.
Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Yeah, anyone can see it. Am I really gonna have to do a hangman thing? Okay, good. Hi, Leon.
Here's my answer.
Leon Kuwata. I
The
forgot
key to
Kyoko's
solving
last
this
name.
mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No,
Bold outline.
it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Yeah.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. The thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator. How did she know I even found it?
She probably investigated everywhere.
I mean, how did she know that I found it though?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
They were slaughtered.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Look up.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. Something about it we need to pay close attention to. How it was disposed of. Yeah.
How to get the gate open without the key.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
With it! No, that's wrong. There was another way. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know what it is. Yeah, Shattered Crystal Ball. Wow, guitar looks very scary. Okay.
The key to the trash room.
It's spaced holder.
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Okay, wait, hold on.
You'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'll go with Ellie. Okay.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball.
It was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
How would you use it?
roll. Divine with it.
Roll it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
It comes to life and scoot to the back of the room.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Blub.
Blub.
Yeah.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Unless you're the ultimate baseball star.
Absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Oh my gosh.
The
ultimate fanfic creator.
The ultimate.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon!
Idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball.
She looks evil with that gaze.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Yeah. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. You'll be given a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Act 1.
So
it goes from right to left.
Right
Like
to
up
left,
to down.
right to left, up to down. Okay.
Yeah.
My room was the scene of the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. Is that the entering? Is that someone entering?
Someone's throwing
Oh, that's the I couldn't tell what that was. Okay. Hello. Jeez. Okay. This. I think. Oh, I have 23 minutes to do this. Okay, one of them is the sword behind him, so it's 100% not that.
It's a dying message, guys.
Okay. Okay.
Just got hit and she dropped the knife.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on.
Yeah, that's basically the same stuff. It's probably that gold sheet.
The killer countered Seiga's attack with an attack of their own. What did they do next?
He cornered her, I guess? When she ran in the bathroom?
Yeah. Okay. The face. Why does the killer look so disgusting?
No.
Okay. Looks like Gollum. Okay. No? I mean, that's him going in.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's for writing.
Three. Okay. It's pretty obvious. Okay. Or is it? Did I just put the wrong thing there? Okay.
The ball is
Dang it, what the heck? Oh, this, okay. I never used this, so I thought maybe, okay.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Creep.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Done.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
In that face.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife.
Gollum. Yeah, then Gollum killed her.
Gollum killed her instead.
Gollum came out of nowhere.
They killed them both.
Leon's in there. And then he wore Leon's skin. That guy over there is Gollum.
Where's Leon then? In the incinerator.
Then he was Gollum threw him through the small bars into the incinerator.
Yes.
To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room.
What does Za even mean?
Zaha.
Zaha. Zaha.
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Oh my god.
For any
Zager
that is
Dasha.
impossible to throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The
I
crystal
can't believe
ball,
nobody was interrupting him while he was saying this, you
precision,
know?
Yeah.
hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
You know, I mean, when she locked herself in, when she locked herself in the bathroom, he could have just chosen not to kill her.
No, I think he was thinking like, cause he wasn't.
This is my chance.
Yeah, he wasn't told about the like trial thingy and that everybody else would die if he got to go away. He wasn't told that before he murdered her. So he probably thought that if he kills someone who tried to kill him, it would justify it, you know?
Maybe.
Like no better person to kill than the person who tried to kill me. Then I could get out of here, you know?
I imagine a sigh of relief.
There was one thing they missed.
The whole time we were talking, that guy was just walking in place.
Burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Break boom. Wait, Baboom, okay.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? We have evidence! It's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle.
Oh.
Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage in a head-to-head battle. We would like to refer this as a bullet time battle. Yes. You want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Stupid.
Like a rhythm game?
Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across and reach. Tempo marker? Oh, that thing, okay. Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. To destroy the statement you've locked onto, the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to what?
The right mouse button still is like clicking on those, just saying.
Okay.
So you don't have to click both of them.
Okay.
When you're doing it.
Use this method to deal damage. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Okay. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for each button, so watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse and just shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Good luck and have fun! Okay, right click is select, you said?
You didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me!
Oh, wait.
Stupid! You lied! Stop talking!
Am I supposed to? Aren't I supposed to select them?
You have to select them, then press the. You have to select them with right, and then kill them with left.
So I'm not even selecting them. It's just having me do it.
Oh, here.
You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
Oh, I need to do it on the. Okay. I understand now. I thought I could select whenever. I didn't know I had to.
You kidding me? Not a chance.
He has 10 votes, you have 5.
You lied. Shut up.
Shut up. Now he's gotten pretty
Shut
quickly.
up. Stupid.
He's just.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Not vortex.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Will it?
Stupid.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Pid. Wow.
Pid?
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
He's turning into a ghost.
He was shot by Taka's Taka's forget beam.
Yeah, I got an A apparently.
Oh, B. B on the last one.
Hey.
Could have gotten 1,000 points, but got 968. Okay.
What's a mistrial?
Looks
So,
like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
In this one, the reaction to the killer finding out that they... to the reaction to people finding out that they were the killer, it's like, he has the biggest reaction. The other ones are more calmer.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why they made the first one the biggest reaction.
Uh-oh, looks like you got a red on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
This again. Huh?
Hey, hold on.
Hold on just a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a... What the heck is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice. It was kill or be killed, so that's why I killed her first. None of you are any different. One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this. I was just unlucky, that's all. Girl. Hey, come on, you expect me to just accept my death?
It's Taka, oh my gosh. He's like, what?
Oh my gosh. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we would have been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, and that truth was that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Nah, oh. Drop your note out by waiting for me. Boy. Okay. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. Yeah? Do you have to see something like that happen to them? And Sayaka. Did whatever it took to reach that dream, things that weren't so close. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Fake crying.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. That's why she wanted to talk to me. I guess I'll never know. But there's nothing I can do to ask what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must be sure terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. Wait, what did you say? I understand, really I do, yep. You are in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Dang it. Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution?
Wow, his face does not resemble.
I know.
Wait a second.
And I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her. Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her, am I wrong?
Yep.
Do you
You
understand?
had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. It is not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder.
So
No, that's not... Stop it.
I hope Celeste doesn't end up being a murder. I kind of enjoy it.
I've had enough of this.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone.
Yes.
Were you not? She killed your precious
Yes!
Celeste.
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't
This is one of the more big reactions. Just keep that in mind.
No more
The other
begging,
ones
no
are
more
way
excuses.
calmer.
You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
stop, please.
At the end, it's like, no!
I prepared a very
You could just skip
special
through it, I
punishment.
guess.
That's fine.
No.
I think they got really tired of their designs because they were the first ones designed. Sayaka and Leon. They just got. It was proven. They just got tired of their designs because they were the first ones designed.
Wow. Wow. Oh man. What's in use? Oh,
Good
jeez.
gosh. And it has something to do with his talents.
Oh my gosh, that's so... Oh my gosh, you're gonna get shot to death with baseballs? Jeez.
Yeah, it's one of them.
And we all came over to see.
We all came over to see this, ran over through
About
the
1,000
really long
as well.
hallway.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, jeez.
Rotates around him.
Breaking all of his bones, I guess.
Yep. What? They want them to come in or something?
Oh. The rat. Jeez.
Blood's not pink there. Nice
It's-
boy.
Oh yeah, every single bone in his body's completely destroyed.
Yep.
What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control!
Oh, what's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well,
Well, hey, if you don't like it, kill yourself. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Screw you. Why the heck are you doing all of this evil crap to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. Then what is it putting an upstanding young citizen like me to such a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't get what you're saying, and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of crap! I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your butt into the ground. You must really hate me to get so. Oh, whoops! You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're the blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden there, just like before.
Kills! Chills! Kills!
See, that's what everyone's waiting for.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. SpongeBob noises, boing. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. He's crying. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in closer and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you, that's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision, that's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that, I mean there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. Huh?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She was never sure how she could kill someone, or deceive you. Okay. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted... Oh, how did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
What? Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. To survive. The end. The end of the game. 12. Yes. Junkrat got herself prematurely killed.
Yep.
To be continued.
Junkrat.